Well, Zahra, thanks very much for joining us here on The Asian Game. Absolute pleasure to have you on the show. I know you're in training camp at the moment. You're resting after another long day in camp with Cerezo Osaka. Firstly, congratulations on that move. How are you settling into life in Japan?
Well, to be honest, in the beginning, it was so hard for me because I don't know the language. And then when I tried to speak English, like no one can speak English there. So before, I still have translator with me. But then after I get accepted, there's no translator no more. Even though when I'm trial 3 months before, there's no translator. So I have to get used to it with the new culture, new life, and then new language. It's like I'm living in a different planet at the moment. But then I got used to it, so it's all fine now.
Yeah, I've been to Japan, and I can certainly attest that it is very, very different from anywhere else that you're going to go in the world. It does take you a little while to sort of acclimatise and adjust to a completely different culture, so I can certainly relate there. What's the thing that's struck you the most? You've been there now for a couple of weeks, month or so, I think it might be. What struck you the most in terms of Japanese football and how they go about their football?
So, how Japanese play? They play as fast as they could. It's not only just fast running, but also fast thinking. So they really play as a team. Like, you only got a chance to enjoy ball on your feet is within like less than 2 seconds, and after that you have to pass again the ball to the teammates, and then you go again. So chemistry is really important in here. Knowing that all the players in Cerezo Osaka, most of them are from academy of the Cerezo Osaka, so they know how they play each other. They already been training years, like 2 years, 3 years, or maybe more than that. But me, I'm just like I'm from Indonesia, which is like in my country, I used to play individual, like not as a team. But then I need to have to know, like, learn how Japanese play stuff from now on.
And how are you finding that it's actually improving you as a player as well?
This I have to think fast. Like they force me to think fast. They force me to always focus every single time, because I need to know where I have to move, where I should go every second. So I cannot just like chill or relax, knowing that I'm in Indonesia. I always relax when I play football. Only like I can take my time, like to control the ball and then head up and everything. But now I have to know around me before I get the ball. So yeah.
You spent some time in England recently as well. Tell us about that. How was that experience for you?
To be honest, knowing that I used to live in UK for 4 months because of football as well, but in that club it's like fifth division, so it's not in the top level. So if I comparing training in UK and in Indonesia with the national team, I prefer training with the national team in Indonesia, because when I was in UK, the training is not in high intensity, knowing it's fifth division, and then the way they play is kind of similar with Indonesia, playing kind of individual, but what makes it different, they more care about the posture. They had a lot of gym and everything, because power strength is important there. That's all.
You mentioned the national team there. I'll get on to talking about that now. What is the current landscape in Indonesia for women's football? I know there was a league that started a little while ago. I'm not sure what the status of that is now. So can you give us just an update of what the landscape is like in Indonesia at the moment?
To be honest, knowing that we don't have a league in Indonesia, and then sometimes we want to like have competition for national team. All we did only call name by name, and then having training camp for like 2 months, 3 months, but it's still not enough, because we need academy and we need league so that we know who's got potential, not just only by name. Like, do you know like who's good at playing soccer, like girls, or like knowing from someone friends to friends? It's not like that. You have to like needs got talent, but there's no league, so what can we do about it?
Well, was it just COVID that stopped it? Because I said I do remember the league starting up, and of course, COVID stopped a lot of things. Is it just COVID that stopped it, or are there other reasons, other factors at play as well?
So basically, we used to like have a league, but it's still amateur league. It's not professional yet, and it only on for 3 months. Then after that, done. That's in 2019, and then we about to continue in 2020. But the thing is, there's COVID, so it stopped. Like not just only in Indonesia, but then like yeah, it just stopped, and then we about to like go like progress, but then COVID stopped us, and then until now they keep telling us that we want to have a league again, but I think it's just worth because until now there's still no league, so that's why like putting hope play league in Indonesia. I don't know until when. I mean, I'm already 22 and I need to keep progress, like just like stock. So that's why I'm abroad.
It's a real shame too because, we saw Indonesia make their debut at the Women's Asian Cup at the start of last year, it was, 2022. It was a tough initiation in that tournament. I remember the game against Australia. That was a tough game for Indonesia. But what did it mean to you and to the rest of the team to be able to play and represent your country on a stage like that?
I heard from all the teammates that from my friends, they're all like nervous, of course, like against Australia. Come on, like most of them are like playing the World Cup and then Sam Kerr, but then the captain and then also me keep cheering the teammates and then tell them like this is a good opportunity for us. You guys shouldn't be scared or like be nervous or something. You must be proud. Like how many people want to get in your position. How many people want to meet Sam Kerr. How many people want to against Australia. And then wow, we're in the same team, like A team, because Australia in the team as well, right? And then they start changing their mindset. Of course, nervous. I'm also nervous, but I'm acting like I'm not to cheers them up, But then, yeah, we already know like our level is so goddamn like far. But then just do your best. That's all I need. Just do your best for Indonesia. That's all I need. But yeah.
There was a beautiful moment I remember after that game. I think it was the two teams basically came together for a shared photo. There were selfies being taken with Sam Kerr. I know a lot of the players spoke about how the fact they look up to Sam Kerr as a player. So how special was that moment for the team to be able to share the field with someone that you look up to?
We're very happy. Even me, I took a picture with her. So after. I'm just gonna be honest. When I against her, I amazed by the way she played. I play against her and I amazed seeing her play. It's like I'm not like on the bench like watching her play. I'm on the field and I amazed. It's like I want to be like her someday. I really got a lot of motivation from her, the way she play, and I know where's my level. I'm still far from her, and it just give me more motivation so that I can become on that level. So yeah. And she's very humble, by the way. Like the way like I asked for a picture and everything, she was like, "Oh yeah, let's go." So and I just like talk a bit, and then I just say that I just want to say that you're so cool, and she was like, "Oh, thank you so much," and I was like, "Oh my god, I can."
I think you have probably as many, if not more, Instagram followers than Sam Kerr. So she should be feeling pretty honoured to take a photo with you as well. I just want to talk about the Women's World Cup now that's going on here. There's a game here in Adelaide tonight between China and Haiti. I know you're in training camp, but have you had a chance to actually watch any of the tournaments so far?
Knowing that before training or after training, there's like sometimes a time for us to can watch the World Cup. But then back again, like Japanese players, of course, gonna support Japanese team, like Japan team. So sometimes when we have before training, we talk like in the group chat, like there's a meeting in the conference room for watching Japan team, so that we watch World Cup together when Japan play. Then after that we training, or if the schedule after training, we training first. Then after that we watch together. So yeah.
And just finally to finish off with, when you watch the tournament, when you see what other Southeast Asian nations are doing, you see the Philippines got their first win over New Zealand and the celebrations that followed. You know, Vietnam had a pretty impressive performance and they're here as well. Does that inspire you for what might be possible in Indonesia with the right strategy and the right investment?
Of course. Like, I really, really like, I really have a big dream, and I bet it's not just only me. I think it's like everyone. Everyone have this dream. Like, we want to play in the World Cup, but we know that it's not easy. um, we need we need a good platform. Like, we need supportment as well from the country. Like, knowing that we don't have a league and everything. Where's the support? So we just have hope, but then the hope got destroyed by not supporting us enough. So what can we do about it? So I just focus on myself to develop myself.